Hello everyone, I am Trupti Pandya and today I will be teaching you Element of Account Standard 11 Part 2 Chapter 4 Bills of Exchange. In previous lecture we already completed up to point number 10. Today let us start point number 11. Bills receivable and bills payable. A bill is mainly known in two ways. First, bill receivable and second, bills payable. A person or a trader who has to receive money from other person or customer draws a bill on that person or customer. The person or customer on whom the bill is drawn accept this bill. Here it is the bill receivable for the person who draws the bill and it is bill payable for the person who accept the bill. This means it is a bill receivable for the creditor and the bill payable for the debtor. As an example, Kamal has to receive rupees 30,000 from Girish. Here Kamal would draw a bill of rupees 30,000 on Girish and Girish would accept the same. This bill is a bill receivable for Kamal and bill payable for Girish. After accepting the bill, the drawee means acceptor of the bill returns the bill to the drawer of the bill. A bill receivable is an asset for the drawer of the bill, whereas a bill payable is a liability for the drawee means acceptor of the bill. If the drawer of the bill and the payee are both the same person, then it is a bill receivable for the drawer and bill payable for the drawee, means acceptor. But when the drawer of the bill and the payee are different persons, it is considered to be a bill receivable for the holder of the bill. It means when bill hold and for the bill holder it is receivable. In balance sheet, bill receivable shows a current asset while bill payable as a current liability. This detail can be shown in the table format as given on the next page. Page number 80. Bills receivable, bills payable. It is drawn or made. It is accepted. Current asset of the business. Current liability of the business. Money is received in future. Money is payable in future. Generally, it is created from credit sale. Generally, it is created from credit purchase. Now, point number 12. Terms of bill, due date and days of grace. The date on which the bill is written or drawn is shown in the bill. It is called date of drawing the bill. Same period is allowed for the payment by bill drawer to the bill acceptor. It's called terms of bill. As example, 2 months bill, 3 months bill, etc. After the terms of bill, bill acceptor has to pay the amount which is shown in the bill to bill drawer. So by adding the period of the bill to the date on which the bill is drawn is called due date or maturity date of a bill. As example, the date of the bill drawn in 21st January 2016 and the period is 3 months. The due date of the bill is decided as under. Date of drawing the bill 21st January 2016. Period of bill 3 months we have to hear. 3 months. So 1 and 3, 4 is there. So maturity date of the bill 21/4/2016 without days of grace. In order to facilitate the payment of money in the transaction of a bill, 3 days of grace are allowed. This means that 3 days of grace are added to the date which is derived after adding the period of the bill to the date of drawing the bill. This additional 3 days is called days of grace. After adding 3 days of grace on the maturity, due date of a bill, a date which come is called due date, maturity date with days of grace. Date of drawing the bill 21st January 2016. Period of bill 3 months. Due date of bill 21st April 2016. Due date with days of grace 21 plus 3 days 24 April 2016. 21 April 2016 plus 3 days grace means 21 after 22, 23 and 24. So 24 April 2016 is the due date with days of grace. If the maturity date of a bill falls on a public holidays or on Sunday, the preceding days is considered to be the maturity date of the bill. As example, if the bill matures on 26th January or 25th January will be considered as the maturity date of the bill because 26th January is a public holiday. If the payment of the bill cannot be made on the maturity date due to abnormal circumstances like natural calamities, curfew, riots, close down, etc., the next working day after the maturity date will be considered as the maturity date. If terms of bill is given in days instead of months, then number of days should be considered to decide maturity date. Date of drawing the bill 21st January 2016 and period of bill is 90 days. Find the maturity date with days grace of bill. January 2016, 21 date is given. So 31 minus 21, 10 days of January. And February 2016 is there. So 29 days are there. And March 2016, 31 days are there. And April, 20 days are there. 90 minus 70. Because 10 and 29, 30, 40 and 30, 70 is there. So total 90 days are there. 90 minus 70, then now remaining 20 days are there. April 2016, 20 days are there. This way 20 April is the maturity date. So the maturity date of the bill is 20 April 2016 and plus 3 days grace. So 20 plus 21, 22 and 23. 23 April 2016. Now point number 13. At bill at sight and bill after dated. The main types of the bill are as under. First, bill payable immediately on demand or bill at sight. The acceptor of the bill is required to pay the amount of the bill immediately. Whenever the person holding the bill demands the payment, such a bill is known as bill at sight. It means when bill seen, at that time payment. Here the acceptor of the bill has to pay the money immediately on the presentation of the bill. A bill in which the payment period is not stated is also considered to be a bill at sight. Second, bill payable after a stipulated period or bill after dated. The acceptor of the bill is required to pay the amount of the bill after a definite or stipulated period. Normally, such a bill becomes payable in one of the following ways. First, after the stated date at the determined time. Second, after sight at a definite time. Third, after the occurrence of a particular event at a definite time. Since definite period of allowed for the payment of the amount of the bill, it is also known as a bill after dated. 14. Disposal or uses of a bill. Normally there are three parties in a bill: the drawer, the acceptor and the payee. Mostly the drawer of the bill and receiver of the money both are the same person. The possession of the bill remains with the drawer of the bill or holder of the bill. The following alternatives are available to the person possessing the bill for the disposal or use of the bill. Disposal or uses of the bill. A. To keep the bill with oneself up to the maturity date and collect the money on the maturity date. B. To discount the bill with a bank or a shop before the maturity date. C. To endorse the bill before the maturity date. And D. To send the bill for collection to a bank or a shop. Now understand above four alternatives in detail. First alternative, to keep the bill with oneself up to the maturity date and collect the money on the maturity date. If this condition is there, then what happens? If the drawer of the bill or the holder of the bill does not need the money of the bill earlier than the maturity date, or if the period of the bill is very short, then that person keeps the bill with himself up to the maturity date and collect the money of the bill on the maturity date. Second condition, to discount the bill with a bank or a shroff before the maturity date. If the holder of the bill is in need of money before the maturity date, then the bill can be discounted with a bank or a shroff before its maturity date and money can be received immediately. For that, the holder of the bill and the drawer of the bill must have a good credit in the market. The bank or shroff does not pay the entire amount of the bill, but deducts an amount of a discount from the total amount and pays the remaining amount. This amount of a discount is called discount of bills. This is an income for a bank or a shroff, whereas it is an expense for the holder of the bill. Because holder of the bill discount this bill earlier before the maturity date. Amount of discount on bill is depends on the amount of bill, terms of bill, time of discounting the bill, rate of discount, etc. One example is here. There is a bill of rupees 20,000 and the period of the bill is 3 months. The bill is drawn on 1/10/2016. If the bill is discounted on 4/10/2016 at 10% per annum, then amount of discount is equal to amount of the bill into rate of annual discount into period from the date of discounting the bill to the maturity date of the bill. Means 3 months is there. Amount of the bill 20,000, rate of discount 10% and period of the date is 3 months. 20,000 into 10 upon 100 into 3 upon 12 is equal to 500 rupees. Here, bank or shroff will deduct the discount of rupees 500 and pay the remaining amount, means 20,000 minus 500. Now, holder of the bill received 19,500 for the discounting this bill. So, 19,500 rupees to the person discounting the bill. Now, suppose the bill is discounted on 4/11/2016 instead of the discounting immediately, then the amount of discount is equal to amount of the bill, rate of discount and period from the date. So 20,000 into 10 upon 100 into 2 upon 12. So 333 rupees. Here the discount will be calculated for 2 months only. Here the bank will pay 19,666 rupees and 67 paisa. To the person who discounts the bill. Now third point, to endorse the bill before the maturity date. Under the Indian Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, a bill of exchange is a negotiable instrument. It is a document which can be transferred easily. A person holding the bill can endorse a bill receivable in favor of his debt. However, the consent of the creditor is necessary. In order to transfer the bill, necessary details are written on the back side of the bill and signed. This process is known as endorsement. When a bill is endorsed in favor of a creditor for the payment of the debt, the creditor becomes the holder of the bill and can collect the money on the maturity date of the bill. To send the bill for collection to a bank or a shroff. A trader is very busy in different activities of his business. Then in order to save time and to get facility, he assigns the task of collecting the money of the bill receivable to a bank or a shroff. He sends the bill to the bank or a shroff before its maturity date. This bill is not discounted. The bank or the shroff collects the money on the maturity date on behalf of the trader and either credits it to his account or pays it to him. Here, the bank or the shroff acts as an agent of the trader and charges commission at the stipulated rate from the trader for the service provided. Now let us understand all above detail and discussion by accounting entries and effects. Suppose Nupur traders sold some goods or to Setal traders on credit. Nupur traders drew a bill for the necessary amount on Setal traders, which was accepted by Setal traders. Here Nupur traders is the drawer of the bill, creditor, and Setal trader is the acceptor of the bill, debtor. The following journal entries will be passed for each alternative in the book of both the parties. Now, in the books of drawer of the bill, Nupur traders. In the books of acceptor of the bill, Setal traders. Sell the goods. Setal traders account debit to sales account. Purchase of goods. Purchase account debit to Nupur traders account. Receipt of bill receivable after acceptance. Bills receivable account debit to Setal traders account. Acceptance of bill payable. Nupur traders account debit to bill payable account. Different alternatives for the disposal use of the bill. Receiving money from the acceptor of the bill on the maturity date. Cash or bank account debit to bills receivable account. Paying money on the maturity date or to the holder of the bill. Bills payable account debit to cash or bank account. B. First entry. Holder of the bill who discounts the bill with a bank or a shroff before the maturity date. Bank account debit, discount account debit to bills receivable account. Second entry, on the maturity date, no entry. On the maturity date, the acceptor of the bill will pay the money to bank or a shroff because drawer of the bill discounted the bill with a bank or a shroff. Now, when the drawer of the bill discounts the bill with a bank or a shroff before the maturity date, here no entry in the book of a trader. On the maturity date, bills payable account debit to bank or cash account. C. First entry, endorsing the bill in favor of any other person. Suppose Nupur traders endorse this bill in favor of Pandya Brothers. Pandya Brothers account debit to bills receivable account. On the maturity date, no entry because on the maturity date, Setal traders will pay the amount of the bill Pandya Brothers. When the bill is endorsed, there is no entry because it is the transaction between Nupur traders and Pandya Brothers. Second, on the maturity date, bills payable account debit to bank or cash account. Now, D. Fourth entry. In the book of drawer of the bill Nupur traders, when the bill sent to bank for collection, bill for collection through bank account debit to bills receivable account. On the maturity date, bank account debit, bank commission account debit to bill for collection through bank account. In the book of acceptor of the bill, Setal traders, when the bill sent to bank for collection, no entry. On the maturity date, bills payable account debit to bank account. Only for bills receivable and bills payable. Illustration number 1. Amish purchased the goods of rupees 72,000 from Nimesh on 16 September 2016. Nimesh drew a bill of rupees 72,000 for 3 months on Amish, which Amish accepted and returned. Record these transactions in the books of Amish and Nimesh. 16 September 2016, purchase account debit 72,000 to Nimesh account 72,000. Being purchase of goods of rupees 72,000 on credit from Nimesh. 16 September 2016, Nimesh account debit 72,000 to bills payable account 72,000. Being accepted a bill of rupees 72,000 drawn by Nimesh. 16 September 2016, Amish account debit 72,000 to sales account 72,000. Being sale of goods of rupees 72,000 on credit of Amish. 16 September 2016, bills receivable account debit 72,000 to Amish account 72,000. Being bill of rupees 72,000 accepted and returned by Amish. The bill is kept with oneself up to the maturity date and money is collected from the acceptor of the bill on maturity date. Illustration number 2. Ami sold goods of rupees 25,000 to Rami on 1st July 2016. On 3rd July 2016, Ami drew a bill for rupees 25,000 for 20 days on Rami, which Rami accepted and returned. Rami paid the amount of the bill on maturity date. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of both the parties. Journal of Ami. 1st July 2016. Rummy account debit 25,000 to sales account 25,000, being sales of goods of rupees 25,000 to Rummy on credit. 3rd July 2016. Bills receivable account debit 25,000 to Rummy account 25,000, being bill of rupees 25,000 accepted and written by Rummy. 26th July 2016. Bank or cash account debit to bills receivable account 25,000, being the amount of bill of rupees 25,000 received on maturity date. Now journal of Rummy. 1st July 2016. Purchase account debit 25,000 to Ami account 25,000, being the purchase of goods of rupees 25,000 from Ami on credit. 3rd July 2016. Ami account debit 25,000 to bills payable 25,000, being bill drawn by Ami of rupees 25,000 accepted and returned. 26th July 2016. Bills payable account debit 25,000 to bank or cash account 25,000, being on the date of maturity payment of rupees 25,000 of bills payable. Third point, when bill is discounted with bank or SROF. Illustration number 3. Rajesh sold goods of rupees 84,000 on credit to Akshay on 10th July 2016. Rajesh drew a bill for the necessary amount on 12th July 2016 for 3 months, which Akshay accepted and returned. On 15 August 2016, Rajesh discounted this bill with the bank at 10% per annum. Discount Akshay paid the amount of the bill on the maturity date. Past necessary journal entries in the book of both the parties. Journal of Rajesh. 10th July 2016. Akshay account debit 84,000 to sales account 84,000, being purchase of goods of rupees 84,000 on being sale of goods of rupees 84,000 on credit. 12 July 2016. Bills receivable account debit 84,000 to Akshay account 84,000, being bill accepted of rupees 84,000 by Akshay. 15 August 2016. Bank account debit 82,600, discount account debit 1,400 to bills receivable account 84,000, being bill of rupees 84,000 discounted after 1 month with the bank. Discount amount is equal to 84,000 into 10 upon 100 into 2 upon 12 is equal to 1400. There is no entry in the maturity date of the 15/10/2016 in the big book of Rajesh. Now journal of Akshay. 10/7/2016. Purchase account debit 84,000 to Rajesh account 84,000, being purchase of goods of rupees 84,000 on credit. 12 July 2016. Rajesh account debit 84,000 to bills payable 84,000, being bill drawn by Rajesh of rupees 84,000 is accepted. 15/10/2016. Bills payable account debit 84,000 to bank or cash 84,000, being rupees 84,000 paid on maturity date to holder of the bill. Note: journal entry for the transaction 15/8/2016 is not be written in the books of Akshay because it is the transaction between SROF or a bank and Rajesh. When the bill is endorsed. Illustration number 4. Rohit sold goods of rupees 55,000 on credit to Virat on 1/5/2016. On the same day, Rohit drew a bill on Virat for 2 months, which Virat accepted on 6/5/2016. Rohit endorsed this bill in favor of a creditor Sekhar. The amount of the bill was paid on the maturity date. Past journal entries in the book of Rohit and Virat. Journal entry of Rohit. 1/5/2016. Virat account debit 55,000 to sales account 55,000, being sale of goods of rupees 55,000 on credit to Virat. Now 1/5/2016. Bill receivable account debit 55,000 to Virat account 55,000, being bill of rupees 55,000 accepted by Virat. 6/5/2016. Sekhar account debit 55,000 to bills receivable account 55,000, being bill of rupees 55,000 endorsed to Sekhar. No entry in the book of Rohit on maturity date 4/7/2016 because this bill is endorsed to Sekhar. Hence, on the date of maturity, Sekhar will receive the amount of bill from Virat. Now, journal of Virat. 1/5/2016 purchase account debit 55,000 to Rohit account 55,000 being goods purchased on credit of rupees 55,000 from Rohit. 1/5/2016 Rohit account debit 55,000 to bills payable account 55,000 being bill of rupees 55,000 drawn by Rohit accepted and written. 4/7/2016 bills payable account debit 55,000 to bank and cash account 55,000 being payment of amount of the bill rupees 55,000 on maturity date. On 6/5/2016 Rohit endorsed this bill to Shikhar. The entry for this is not to be passed in the books of Virat. So this way all the four situation is over. Thank you very much.